How's it? Today is Tuesday, August 20th. We are so back, and everything hurts. Today is a back squat day with kind of overhead press. I don't know. I hate Tuesdays. I've hated Tuesdays for forever. Historically, Tuesday is the day I do probably the most important strength move for a weightlifter, and that is the back squat. I mean, I guess front squat might be arguably more important, but either or, they're both squatting movements, and yeah, I'm just not good at it. I've never been a strong squatter. I rely a lot on my technical efficiency to be successful as a weightlifter, and so I've never had strong legs relative to people in my weight class and everything like that. Today was another example of me just kind of struggling through the back squats. I did 140 for 3 sets of 5, and yeah, they just didn't move the way that I wish they would have. I would attribute some of the slow quality moves with my gastroc soleus being really tight, and that means that as I get down to the full depth. Oh, I hit my head right there. I hit the back of my head right there. As I get down to the full depth squat, where my hamstrings are really almost touching my the gastrocnemius, the portion of that also means that I'm a little bit tilted forward. This is my first set at 140. And yeah, so a little bit more tilted forward, which means that there's a little bit of a stronger stretch through the gastroc itself. And that was not comfortable. I wouldn't say it was painful, but it definitely meant that I was, apprehensive. I was apprehensive about getting to that end range of motion because I knew that some amount of uncomfortability was going to be present. And that is probably the biggest factor into why I moved so slowly today. I think that the weight itself doesn't feel heavy, which is super positive. But if it doesn't feel heavy, why can't I move faster? That's kind of how I have this perspective today. And it doesn't really get better as the sets move on. I feel like my last set, maybe I'm thinking okay, I'm just going to commit and then just push all the way to the bottom, and then that's it. A lot of the things here also, right there, you see me kind of messing with my shoulder. I know I talked about it a lot in the last week, but my shoulder has been kind of up and down. So last Tuesday, I was fine with the squats on the shoulder, and the overhead press actually was pretty okay as well. But today was different, and I don't know, I'm shaking my head here. Just I feel like I've taken quite a few steps backwards with how my shoulder feels. As I was warming up, my shoulder felt actually pretty good. I think that as it gets to heavier weights, the way that I am pressing is a lot different than the way that it is when I'm starting to warm up. I feel like that is true for most of my lifts, but that is not good. Fundamentally, that is me practicing the wrong technique, right? So I feel like if I could get my I don't even know the words anymore. The head of my shoulder, the ball of the head of the shoulder, if I could get it further into the shoulder cavity, I feel like I would be able to press in a more stable position. But right now it feels like my shoulder blades are not positioned correctly for me to minimize pain. Here's my only set that I did at 61. I was supposed to do 5 sets of 5, but it was so sore that I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this today. I'm just gonna be smart about it and just give up, I guess. But I did, as a consolation prize, do some standing dumbbell presses here. I did 35 pounds for a few sets of 10. These feel a lot better because, given what I just said, I'm able to position my shoulder blades in the right spot. Because when you're holding onto a bar, you're pretty limited by where the bar can go, because if I want to put in the correct position, I would either need to bend the bar or just be more flexible, because as I get to a more neutral grip position on the dumbbells, that would mean that the bar itself, if it were in the place of those dumbbells, would be a bent bar. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So, I feel like those are just a little consolation move. I think that it didn't feel any pain, so I think that is the move for me right now. And I'm going to stick to it for at least, this week, but maybe next week, maybe something beyond that. I'm not super sure. Finished off today with some Bulgarian split squats, my GHD hamstring curls, and then some back extensions. Yeah, man, today, Tuesdays are just, I feel like I can't do Tuesdays. Maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe I'll have a better perspective. Maybe I'll be more positive moving forward, but it is what it is. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.